Hello, lovely people of the world. That was weird. It's just so awkward opening a video. Like, how do I even start? I have absolutely no idea. Well, anyway, my point is that today I'm going to talk about Amigos de las Americas. And I'm going to talk more specifically about my experience on Amigos de las Americas. If you know anything about Amigos, you know that everyone's experiences are completely different. You could have gone to neighboring communities and your experience would be completely different. So take what I say as a grain of salt. It is one person's experience on Amigos. If you are thinking about doing Amigos, your experience could be completely different. But you should hear stories about lots of people's experiences. Okay, so my project was San Juan, República Dominicana. The San Juan region is actually up here. But because the San Juan project is so big, we have communities in San Juan, Azua, and Bara. My community was in Bara. I lived here, right on the ocean, in the community of Calaton. My community was a small rural community. Most of the people were farmers or they worked in the fields. We only had about 400 people in our community and 100 houses. So we ran our campamentos, which are our day camps that we run for the kids in the community, every morning from 9 to 11. This project specifically works with Plan International, which is an organization that works in communities in the Dominican Republic. And they're just an organization that works on development and sustainability and being awesome. So anyway, every week we had a different theme for our campamentos. And they were themes that Plan is trying to promote. So for example, our first week was the right to participate. We had 1 week that was the right to a healthy environment. We had another week that was the right to play. We had the right to equality and themes like that. And we tried to promote those themes through games and activities that the kids would like. And then we worked on a CBIP. The CBIP stands for Community-Based Initiative Project. Each group of volunteers and their community need to work on a CBIP during the summer. The CBIP can be basically anything you want it to be. It's just a project that has to be sustainable for the community. So for example, we talked to our community and what they wanted to do was buy these sanitary water cubes for their community. Yeah. Our community didn't have running water, so these trucks would come around and just fill up buckets with water, and then people would keep water stored at their house. People could never keep enough water at their house. We ran out all the time. Sometimes we'd be like, well, now how do we flush the toilet? Oh, we can't, we have no water. So the project was to buy cubes, so each house in the community would have either an extra cube, or some houses didn't even have sanitary places to keep their water. So these cubes were the first place that they could put water and keep it sanitary. So the first thing we did was we had a fundraiser. And what we did was we put a rope across the road, and we would hope that cars would stop. If they wouldn't, we'd quickly drop the rope and then they'd just run over it. And we'd be like, okay, bye. If the cars stopped, we'd tell them what our project was, and we'd ask them to donate money. We didn't make a ton of money during this project, but we got the youth really involved and they were excited, and we were standing out on the street for 10 hours screaming at people and yelling and asking them to give us all their money. But it was fun and we all got involved and it was exciting, and then Amigos forked up the rest of the money. So that is the thing about Amigos. If you want Amigos money, you have to have a fundraiser in your community. It is a project for their community, therefore the idea is that they can help support this project, and then it's sustainable development instead of just coming in and giving some people money. But since our project didn't involve too much work, we decided to do a second project because we had like some time left in the summer and we were like, let's do something else. So we made bracelets, and then we sold the bracelets, and we bought a basketball for the community, we bought a volleyball for the community, and we bought a volleyball net. And once we had bought and given those 3 items to the community, about every day around 4 o'clock people would go outside and get the volleyball set up, and we'd have a volleyball game practically until it got dark. So those are the 3 main things that I worked on during the summer, but there is so much more to Amigos. Just the time you spend in community, talking to people, the different people that you get to know. And if you know anything about Amigos or reverse culture shock, you know that our stories aren't anything. You know that they don't even start to describe what our summers were like. But I decided to make this video so people could hear what I did this summer. A lot of people have been asking me, how was it? What's your favorite part? And if you are an Amigos volunteer, you probably know that these are the worst possible questions that a person can ask you. Like, it was hard. Sorry, but it was really hard. But Amigos is completely worth it. It is worth all the struggles that you go to. And honestly, everyone said the first day in community was like the worst day ever. For me, it wasn't, because they took us to the beach our first day in community. So, I mean, we got something going for us there. But there were hard times. That is what Amigos is. It is hard, but it is worth it. And I hope now that you've watched this, you have a bit more of an understanding of what Amigos is. Interested in Amigos, I hope you do it. It is a great program. You will learn so much. You will have fun. You will be challenged, and it will be awesome.